What do you make of Alex Volkanovski weighing in as a backup? Even your coach Javier said that he would want you to fight him next, even if you do win against Charles.
Honestly, I meet Volkanovski in the downstairs. He's a short guy. I ask him, hey, why you need this? He's a cut weight right now. But if I beat Volkanovski, people are gonna say, but people always talk some. But I want to fight for the Charles, and I hope he's gonna make weight. But doesn't matter, because this camp I training so hard, doesn't matter who is gonna be there. But Saturday night I need someone.
When Islam calls you short, does that excite you that you can prove him wrong for all of us vertically challenged men?
Everyone thinks I'm short, and then I'm punching them in the face, and then next minute their face changes real quick when I'm in front of them. So yeah, well again it's not insult, whatever. Yeah, I'm short. I know I am, but mate, I'm the champ. I'm doing good, and I'm going to keep this winning streak going, and I'm going to show him what short people can do when they know what they're doing.
And you got asked about Volkanovski. Dana White said that he's going to fight the winner of this, and there's an event in Perth in February in Australia. Would you be interested in fighting Alex there? What are you looking at for the timeline? Because I know there's Ramadan coming up. When do you think you're going to fight again after this?
It's going to be before Ramadan. This is gonna be a good fight. No, but always when the champion from other division they fight with other champion, it's big fight and very interesting fight for the all fans.
So you wouldn't mind going to Australia to fight Alex there?
Why not? Yes, I went to Australia one time. We can go again.
You were touching on something else there that the small thing. Again, I've been undersized my whole life. I love Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie, it's like you'll find photos of him going, he's very small. Look what happened. I think everyone's probably said that to me. Look what happened. So he's just going to be another guy. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Again, is it a challenge? Yeah, there's some things I need to focus on, but that's all I need to focus on. And it's something I'm very good at. So he's going to have to worry about a lot more other things because, again, let's see how well-rounded it is because it's going to be up on the feet and he's going to have to deal with my footwork, my looks. This little guy will look pretty big once he starts puzzling you in there. Trust me.
On your next opponent, which we think is going to be Volkanovski, what challenges do you think that he can pose to you?
Volkanovski is tough, He have good skills, good striking game, but he is small for this division. I think he want to jump 155. Let's do this. But this weight class not his level,
So obviously you made 155. You made that weight after a long time. How do you feel at that weight? You said strength is no issue for you. Do you still feel this speed advantage at this weight? And when you fight Islam, what's the winning game plan from Islam?
Well, that's definitely a speed advantage I'm definitely going to have. That's the thing, a lot of people are going to be like, there's going to be a size issue. Everyone's bigger than me, and I train with a lot of guys bigger than me. Strength is going to be an issue, but trust me, anyone that knows me, trust me, I'm strong. I'm going to tell you that now. And then I'm going to have that speed. Obviously, I've got the fight IQ. And look, the guys that I'm fighting got to realize I'm not going to do what their future opponents, their past opponents are going to do in front of them. I move a lot different. I'm a way harder puzzle to figure out, and they figure that out real quick when I'm in front of them. As I said, I might look small, and they might think they've got a plan, and that quickly changes once I'm in front of them.
Last one from me. You're a guy who's motivated by challenges. That's why you've always got yourself into these situations. That's why you've always called out the division for not giving you new challenges. When you look at Islam, where does he rank in the challenges you face in your career, and how excited are you to fight a guy like this and this challenge in particular?
Oh, it's definitely a challenge. I know it's a challenge. I'm not going to sit out here and say it's not a challenge. But is it a challenge I can overcome and get through? 100%. I guarantee you I can. I'm looking forward to doing it. Again, I want to be the underdog as well, you know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to people thinking that, he's not going to be able to handle the power. He's not going he's going to get taken down. He's not going to be able to get back up. Can't wait to, as the fight goes, just proving people wrong as each second goes by. Because again, man, I love being the underdog and I love proving people wrong. And if people are going to doubt me again, that's beautiful. Especially for a position I'm in right now, right? I'm for going. Everyone's trying to sit there and talk about size thing. I was like, I played front row. Like, one thing that I can tell you right now to answer your question exactly, and then touch on that is, I've always been undersized. I've been a front row, which is your heavyweight division. What you see, that's what a front row is meant to look like. That's who I was always up against, and trust me, I held my own. I was one of the best in my area, in our division, and country rugby league and all that type of stuff. So that shows you that, yeah, I've been undersized and I've been underrated, and I've been the underdog plenty of times, and I overcome it every single time. So I'm loving that people are gonna. There's a little bit of doubt, and they're like, "Oh, this is a challenge." I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait," because you're gonna see a whole new skill set that I haven't really had to focus on. Because getting back to my feet has never been a problem for me, because I do that with ease. That's why you see, even when people do take me down, I don't train for that too much, because I know I'm going to get back up to my feet. If people will say, "Oh yeah, he's been taken down," I go, just watch that carefully and watch how long I'm held down for. And now I've got a full camp of bulking up and just training that sort of stuff. It's just going to be a stand-up fight. Mark my words.
And you obviously called Alex Volkanovski into the octagon. We spoke to Dana and Alex here, and neither of them knew you were going to do that. So how long had you been thinking of this plan?
I have new target. I have to be #1 pound for pound champion. That's why I have to go to the Australia and beat this guy.
And that just makes me more confident, because I'm very, very hard. Well, not only to take down, hold down. One thing I always say, especially these little short legs, they're very easy to get back to my feet. So that's going to be one hard thing. Getting me down is going to be a problem. If you do, I'm bouncing right back up, and it's going to be stand up most of the way through. So that's how I look at it. And again, you ain't going to land on me like that, because I don't just stand in front of you. I don't just come forward and come in, straight at you in one line. I've got a lot of good footwork and a lot of different looks, and very, very unpredictable. They never know what's happening in front of them, and while they're trying to adjust, I'm making them pay.
Perth, Islam.
Of course, that's the plan. I want to go the champ, and I think I deserve it, and a lot of people agree, and I can't wait, mate. It's fired me right up. You know what I mean? Like, again, I know this. People look at a challenge, and yeah, it's a challenge. That's what excites me. You know what I mean? And but it's a challenge I know I'm ready for. Especially I already had just Craig Jones here today. Yesterday doing wrestling. Like, I'm keen, man. I'm bulking. I'm eating a lot of calories at the moment, so it is good. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to be pretty stacked fight night. So obviously we're looking at Perth. We just got to get that signed and make that happen, and we will. So expect me and Islam to face off in February in Australia, which is going to be huge.
And you said, "I'm so fired up for this one. It feels like I wasn't even fired up for the ones that I've had before me." I'm curious, what moment do you think you'll have that sort of like, yes, this is what I was fired up for? Is it when he takes you down, you get back up? Is it the face-off? What moment do you think, like, this is it?
Oh man, even right now I'm like that. But going in again, I'm preparing for him to take me down, right? So that's how I mentally prepare. I always do that. But there's so many layers before I even get there. It's going to be hard to even get me down. And get me exactly where he wants me. Flat on my back, it's very, very hard to do. I'm very good at scrambling, and again, these short legs are very hard to hold down, especially when I do so many weeks of just that. Like, let's be real, a lot of people are like, yeah, we know his game. People are like, oh, you need time to do it. I'm already good at that. Now you're giving me 2 camps to keep drilling this type of stuff. And again, I'm not saying, people want to say he's well-rounded. And things like that. We'll see if he's well-rounded, because I'm getting back to my feet, and let's see if his stand-up is up to what supposedly people are trying to say. Well-rounded, we'll see, because it's going to be a stand-up, because I know I'm getting back to my feet.
And you were at the press conference very fired up about the idea of fighting Charles in Brazil. You guys went back and forth. That's not going to happen now, but you might go to Australia to fight in Alex's backyard. Does that idea excite you a lot, going into enemy territory?
I have big team. Doesn't matter. It's good for us. We can travel. Australia is a good country. We can make some camp there, training there, and before they announce fight with Charles, Khabib told me many times, hey, if they gonna give us title fight in Brazil, we're gonna go to the Brazil 1 month ago, and I have message with him when we talk about this, and he sent to the Dana message, hey, let's go do this in Brazil. We can go to the Brazil, but some people don't believe, but we can show people the message, what Habib said, Dana.
And then obviously he went right out and said, I want to fight you next in Perth. Did you know he was going to say something like that? Or even Habib was in there saying he wants to bring him down there?
Yeah, no, I did not know that. But I mean, you know, I think it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I'm doing this type of stuff. That's why you're seeing me here and putting a lot on the line. You know, just you know, committing to some big things that a lot of people wouldn't do, just to put me in a position where, again, no one can take an opportunity away from me. That's just how I've always been, how I always will be, and now I get to, you know, reap the benefits. I want to get that champ and put myself in a position where, you know, everyone wants to see it now, and even the guy holding that belt wants to see it. So it's incredible. It's what we wanted.
Sometimes when guys move up, right, everyone says, oh, they need to put on some weight to match the strength of the guys they'll be fighting. Is that something you're interested in, or do you think, no, I'm good enough the way I am?
Nah, look, I'll try and, you know, hold as much muscles as I can, but I mean, I don't want to get too much bigger. I fight best at where I'm at. And that's what I'm going to do in there. I'm strong, man. Like, again, people are going to sit there and say size this, size that. And trust me, anyone that trains with me knows that, you know, strength is never a problem for me. You know what I mean? So people find that out February.
Alex, how much better can you be having just one guy to prepare for, knowing you've got Islam in February? How much better can you be in February than you are right now?
Oh, man, look, the extra time. You know, I already got to spend some time. I'll be honest, a lot of the time, my style works well with Charles. I don't think it needs too much attention other than getting fit. Where with Islam, you're going to need, all right, you need to do the rounds of the wrestling and takedown defense and getting back up just in case we've got to get there, and just knowing that you can do that for forever, right? So now I get another. Well, I'm going to be training. You're going to see me back home, and I'm going to be, you know, getting wrestling guys in and getting to work ASAP. You know what I mean? So I'm a professional, as you can see. That's why I'm here, and I'm going to get to work. And trust me, I'm going to be in great condition, and I'm getting that belt, man. Champ, here we come. There's some stuff that I didn't quite understand, you know, but there was some things, like obviously putting on size and all of that. Like, you know, I didn't have time to do that before. You know, I only had 6 weeks coming off a broken hand and things like that, so I couldn't do that for the backup. But now I can. Now I can focus on that. Yeah, I got the dietitian on board. That's what I mean by taking things to a whole nother level. Once I stepped foot in that cage and had that face off, I was that fired up. Got home, let's get to work. Straight off the plane. Do you know how long that damn flight is? Got off there and the kids were at school. I was like, fuck this, I'm going to the gym. So I went to the gym, and that's just how I am. And I'm like, we got the dietitian working on the plan. I've got strength and conditioning happening, and I'm eating over 4,000 calories a day, which is hard. I never thought I'd complain about eating too much food. So that's something that, yeah, I actually need to go eat straight after this. So I'll stop yapping so I can do that.